Hi there. My name is Chad Jennings, and I'm one of the product managers for Google BigQuery, and I'm here to talk to you about BigQuery for Enterprise. Since this is a technical conference, I thought I would start out with a technical demo. And so the purpose of this demo is to introduce those of you who don't know, perhaps, to the pace and power of BigQuery. So we've got a ungraceful but pretty big query here. So it's going to select all the columns from this table, and this table is 1.09 petabytes and just over 1 trillion rows. I'm going to kick that one off, and hopefully that will finish before I have to leave the stage. All right, we can switch back to the slides now. So there are a lot of reasons why you might want to put your enterprise data warehouse in the cloud or in BigQuery. One of our customers came to us because they effectively couldn't separate their storage and compute needs. They're a world-famous brand in media, and they got into a situation where every time they added a game, every time they launched a new app, or every time they got a new tranche of users, they had to go back to their on-prem vendor and get new capacity. It got to the point where they had to go back and rebuy capacity every single month. So they came to BigQuery to take advantage of the agility, elasticity, and cost efficiency of our serverless architecture. But that actually isn't really what I'm here to talk about. I am here to launch BigQuery for Enterprise. BigQuery has heretofore been considered perhaps an ad hoc query engine, and our team has been working hard to add enterprise features. Now, I understand this is a technical conference, but I apologize. Perhaps the most impactful feature that we're launching today is the least technical. So flat rate pricing. BigQuery has been an on-demand, pay-as-you-go service, but now we're launching a parallel pricing model where you can buy for a flat fee every month. You can buy a set amount of capacity and then run as much work through it as you like. We're also taking standard SQL, GA. We launched that in beta just a few months ago, but the team has been working hard over the summer to get that to GA so that you don't have to rework your tooling to use BigQuery as your backend. We're launching an ODBC connector. The JDBC will be out in just a couple months. BigQuery now handles updates and deletes. That's beta now. We'll take that GA next month. And we've integrated with the cloud-wide identity access and management system to give users better control and better data governance. So we're not trying to be an enterprise data warehouse all by ourselves. BigQuery partners with a variety of outstanding organizations, from data ingestion all the way to visualization. And our service partners are excellent at helping customers manage their migrations, be they cloud to cloud or on-prem to cloud. And so by bringing this cadre of organizations and this technology together with the power of BigQuery that hopefully we'll verify in a couple minutes, we're turning our customers into fans. There we go. So an implementation at Lloyds Bank in London reduced time to insight from 96 hours to 30 minutes. And for those of you that don't do divide by 24 real quick, that's 4 days to 30 minutes. That's a pretty impressive improvement. And a perennial highlight customer of ours, Spotify, Mr. Johansson, reports that BigQuery is the best thing that's ever happened to him. Now, I'm pretty sure he's not including things like weddings or birth of children in that evaluation, but the team is quite happy to get that praise nonetheless. So BigQuery has always... Oh, you know what? I'm going to cut back to the demo. All right, so that's just past 200 seconds. All right, we'll let that one keep cranking, and we'll come back. So BigQuery has always had these data processing superpowers under the hood. But with the BigQuery for Enterprise, we're trying to make BigQuery look a little bit more like Clark Kent than like Superman. We want BigQuery to be able to work in any environment you would have without requiring you to go through a lot of gymnastics to do. All right, well, let's check in and see if the demo is finished. Ah, splendid. So that has scanned 1.09 petabytes. And look at the elapsed time here that I've highlighted in blue. So 223 seconds. So what's that? 180 is 3 minutes, so that's 3.5 minutes roughly. So continuing on this Superman Clark Kent analogy, the purpose the purpose of this product, the purpose of our being in this market, is to allow companies to take their mild-mannered employees, or maybe they're not so mild-mannered employees, and then release their big data superpowers as best they can. Any case, if you're curious about hearing some more details about the features here, we have a session later on today. One of our customers from the New York Times will take the stage and talk about how BigQuery is changing how data is accessed in the newsroom. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. My name is Chad Jennings.